I feel comfortable because I know that my personal my personal, I guess, money savings is there and it's earning, interest for future. And because of that, it really helps me do things for my employees.
Because I think the 401k, it was mentioned several times that eventually they'll tax you. They're trying to get their money, so we're trying to think out of the box, like, what's the benefit for the employee and so forth for the next generation or so.
We have gotten plans that will take care of my kids when we are gone, and they're taking over the business, so they're financially stable.
When it comes to successful planning for small businesses, education is key. That's what Milestone Coach is all about. Their practice has been helping business owners understand their options so that they can make wise decisions when planning for the future of their families and their employees. Now, Milestone Coach is taking their passion for financial literacy to the public with their nonprofit Foundation for Financial Education, or F3E. Now, here to tell us more about it, Kane and Jasmine Nakata. Aloha and welcome to the show.
Hello.
Hello. Kane, why don't we start with you? Tell us about F3E. What exactly is it?
Well, F3E is a nonprofit, and its platform is financial education that is delivered through businesses, organizations, charities, to allow people to better enhance their financial literacy. I mean, we had the honor through Jonathan Lee to be able to bring F3E here to Hawaii. It's a national program that he's spoken all over the country with.
Jasmine, what inspired you folks to bring this to Hawaii?
Well, basically, like Kane had mentioned, over the past year and a half, we've had the privilege to work with a gentleman named Jonathan Lee, who is the founder of the program. And with his passion of wanting to educate individuals out there in the business, we find it very important to be able to serve the people of Hawaii with the same education, because F3E is the largest and one of the fastest growing nonprofits in the country right now. And so therefore it consists actually of a lot of volunteers and top professionals in the industry, ranging from attorneys to financial advisors. So their primary purpose is to better serve their communities, the local communities, and so we feel very honored and privileged to be able to do that for the people of Hawaii now.
So what exactly are you offering? Is it workshops?
Well, what we do is we partner up with businesses or charities and we set up workshops. And the beauty of it is we can cater it to the audience. It's flexible enough and has enough information that was built from Jonathan to allow us to work with the person in charge to really design a program that would enhance or benefit, their audience.
So what kind of business would benefit from this workshop?
Well, I believe financial education is important to everyone. To try to narrow it down to say that some benefits would benefit more than others, I think would be inaccurate. We truly believe that everyone should have the opportunity to learn about their personal finances and how to provide a better future for themselves as well as their families.
I agree with you, absolutely. So basically you're putting on these workshops and they're free.
Correct.
Yes? And so businesses can invite their families, their employees to learn about their personal finance.
Absolutely.
That's huge, because a lot of these small businesses, even large businesses or even personal employees may not be able to afford these services elsewhere.
Correct.
So that's a really great service. Wow. Now, what exactly is the process for implementing these workshops?
Well, Trina, we really try to make it very easy and simple for the business owner, because we understand. We run a business ourselves, and so taking maybe 10, 15 minutes of the director of HR, a manager, or even the business owner themselves to kind of talk about the range of, topics that they want to cover, because it's really based on the group. So it's we can go all the way from basic financial planning, college planning, all the way to Social Security and retirement planning, depending on what the decision maker wants us to, go ahead and discuss with them. And then after that, other than choosing a venue, when the workshops are going to take place, and maybe a reminder to the employees, we do most of the work so that they don't really have to worry about it. They can just focus on bringing the people there, and we can do our job and our purpose, which is to educate them on how to be basically financially fit in this economy that we live in now.
So important for everyone. We're almost out of time, but I have to ask you, you have been doing this for a while. What kind of response have you gotten from folks who may have attended these workshops? I mean, are they getting a lot out of it?
Well, most of the people have been very happy with what is provided. You know, most people learn something that they can apply to their lives and their own, which always makes people excited.
Sure.
You know? So the response has been great.
Thank you both so much. That sounds like a great service. And we're going to have the information on our website on how to get more information about these workshops. So thank you for being with us.
Thank you.